This ABC 15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hey there, I'm Zach Crenshaw with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Developing today, an armed robbery suspect is in critical condition after being shot by Phoenix police late last night. The department says an officer pulled up behind a suspicious car. That's when the driver, they say, quickly pointed a gun out the window and fired a shot, then sped off. Police say officers followed the car and learned it was involved in an armed robbery in Glendale. Officers finally able to stop it near 55th Avenue in Happy Valley. That's when the suspect allegedly pointed his gun at officers again. One officer then fired, shooting the suspect. It's unclear how many shots were fired or where that suspect was hit, but he's now in critical condition while no officers were injured. Right now, a Phoenix firefighter in the hospital after his hands were burned while battling an apartment fire. It's unknown just how serious his injuries are, but 4 apartments were damaged this morning after flames consumed a building near Central and Baseline. When firefighters arrived, the fire already was spreading to other buildings. Fortunately, everyone made it out safely. Less than an hour later, around 6 a.m., Phoenix Fire called out again, this time to mobile home fires that were spreading to multiple cars. This went down near 18th Street in Osborne. Crews having to deal with downed power lines that time. And again, no one was hurt, but 3 families without their homes tonight after that fire. The cause still under investigation. Now to our wildfire watch, a new fire near Globe, more than doubling in size this morning. The Copper Canyon fire now burning 2,400 acres, and the flames have spread to both sides of the US 60, so the highway remaining closed in both directions. Crews now having to deal with windy conditions and this oppressive heat, making containment that much harder. It is still unclear what started the fire, but officials say they do believe it's human caused. A new fire kindling today west of Highway 87. Tonto National Forest posting these pictures of the Maverick fire. They say it's burning around 100 acres right now. We know fire crews are asking for additional air support, which is in short supply. We are working to learn more about their plan of attack and the threat that fire poses. Your voice, your vote. At Veterans Memorial Coliseum, the Arizona election audit still underway, but running out of time. Examiners looking at your ballots only have 1 week left before they have to leave that location. Today, the U.S. Justice Department sounding the alarm on the audit, saying Cyber Ninja's plans to contact voters could amount to illegal voter intimidation. The Republican-controlled Arizona Senate says those are unfounded concerns, but say they are halting their door-to-door checks with voters. Today, a final goodbye to Officer Chris Farrar, who was fatally struck and killed by a suspect in a stolen car. The fallen officer's body arriving at Compass Church in Chandler, and it was an emotional morning for the family, friends, colleagues, and entire Chandler community as they made their way to that church, sharing stories of Officer Farrar's legacy.
Chris had a heart of gold. His personal philosophy was pretty simple: treat people fairly and with dignity and respect. He touched people's lives. In fact, we know he changed lives for the better. There are 4 people in our community that are alive today because of Chris's heroic life-saving efforts.
New today, a popular stretch of the Verde River in north central Arizona closing for the next 2 weeks while feral cattle are rounded up and removed from the land. The closure runs from May 10th to the 24th, which means the river and the land around it cannot be used for camping, floating, or recreation. Also new this weekend, the north rim of the Grand Canyon about to reopen after being closed for the winter. Grand Canyon National Parks announcing the north rim reopens a week from today on May 15th, along with the Grand Canyon Lodge and Grand Canyon Trail rides. Other facilities will also be opening a week from today, but the park says laundry and shower services will not be back this year.
Tracking your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. We are expecting a warm and breezy Mother's Day across Arizona. Here's a look at futurecast winds tomorrow, showing you those wind speeds cranking up along the rim and along the 40 beginning at noon. Wind speeds anywhere from 15 to 20 miles per hour in northern parts of the state, then picking up in southern parts of Arizona by the afternoon. Again, wind speeds in the valley anywhere from about 10 to 15 miles per hour during the latter part of the day tomorrow. Here's a look at the highs on your Sunday. Upper 60s in Flagstaff, 70s along the rim, 80s in Sedona, and 90s from the lower lower deserts there in Tucson toward Yuma and Lake Havasu City, one of the hot spots with a high of 98. Here is the Mother's Day planner for tomorrow, starting off with temperatures in the mid-70s in the morning, 90s around midday, and the temperatures will be climbing into the mid-90s by the afternoon. A bit breezy, but a nice end to the weekend. Your 7-day forecast showing temperatures remaining in the mid-90s through Monday. The winds die down Tuesday, but the heat cranks up. Highs in the upper 90s by Wednesday, and we are back to 100 degrees by Thursday into next weekend.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.